the starting
Go
point.
back to the beginning. I
But
gotcha.
it's it was one of those either Ozfest never came to New York proper when I was in my formative years. They would always go to Jersey. They wouldn't come to New York. They eventually came to New York, killed somebody, and then they stopped coming. But that's another episode. Yeah, it was probably one of those like days off. It was like all the bands but Ozzy.
Right. Okay. Nice. Mine was at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago, and I was 13 years old, and it was Anthrax, Exodus, and Halloween.
That's a lineup.
Yeah, it was a lineup, and it was crazy. It was crazy. The Aragon Ballroom in Chicago is a smaller venue. I guess the closest thing in New York would probably be Hammerstein, because you have like the levels up where you can kind of like stand and watch. When we got there, my parents brought me. They brought me and like 3 of my friends. And so it was like me and a couple buddies, and we were all like 13, 14, and at this show. And I remember we got there early, and it was my mom, my dad, and my friends. And we were like, I was like, we got to get up front. We got to get up front. And so we went all the way up front because my parents had never been to a metal show. And this was like a thrash show. I didn't know what a pit was. I didn't know any of those things. It was my first actual concert was this show as well.
Oh, wow.
I had never seen anything up until then. So I believe, the first band was Exodus. And so Exodus comes on. And if you don't know Exodus, look up Exodus. Exodus rules. They're great. They're great.
Metal AF.
Yeah. Killer cover of Lowrider.
Yes.
On the same record as Toxic Waltz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is about the pit. So they started, and within 3 minutes, we went from first or second row to like second balcony. Like it was immediate. And none of us had a problem with it either. We were all my parents were like, nope, and just grabbed us all by the hand, brought us up, and we all were like up there, and it was like, that's where we watched. This is where we go.
Yeah.
This is the family section.
Yeah, one of the most fun experiences I had at a show with family members. So I went to go see John Frusciante. This is like a pre-story to why it happened this way. So I got to go see John Frusciante at this old abandoned church in the city, and my dad brought me. And I went on eBay. I paid stupid amount of money because I wanted to be in this small crowd with John Frusciante. And I was there. It was him acoustic. I was so close to him.
Nice.
Got his autograph on a ticket stub. Like, really cool experience. Loved it. And my dad's like, where are the seats? And I was like, this is GA. Like, there are no seats. And he's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So the next week, that week I was on the computer, and on the side of Ticketmaster it said, win tickets to go see Wes Borland's other band. Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit's other band. And I was like, okay, cool. So I entered to win. So I go to this concert. The next week, get a phone call. I'm at work. My mom goes, did you enter to win tickets to like big head, big dumb head face something? And I'm like, no. She's like, hold on, what is this for? Oh, Limp Bizkit, their guitar player. Did you enter for tickets? And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, you won. I was like, sweet.
Nice.
They're playing Irving Plaza.
Sick.
And the name of the band is called Big Dumb Face.
Mm-hmm.
It also has Slayer's drummer in it.
Dave Navarro?
No.
Back then?
Dave Lombardo.
Dave Lombardo. That's what I meant to say. back then.
Yeah.
Dave Lombardo.
Yeah, so I was like, sweet, cool, like awesome. I won tickets. Get home, and my dad goes, I'm not standing GA for 5 hours again. If there's seats, we'll go. Otherwise, I just don't. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I'm really bummed. And Uncle Jerry, he's no longer with us, but he steps up and goes, "I'll bring him."
Nice.
So I went with Uncle Jerry to go see Big Dumb Face, which is Wes Borland's other band with his brother and Dave Lombardo from Slayer.
That's awesome.
And I was never really into them. If you ever get a chance to look them up, go ahead. You'll have a laugh because it's the most ridiculous metal you'll ever hear or see. We go in and there's an acoustic opener. He's running tracks and playing acoustic, and everybody boos him off the stage. Oh, we got there early because we were concert. We were winners or whatever. We got to go in VIP and be right up to the gate, right up to the rail. So this guy plays, and then Uncle Jerry turns to me and goes, "I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back." And this is like 5 minutes before Big Dumb Face is supposed to come on. And I was like, how are you gonna get back here?
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, I'll get back here. Don't worry." He turns around, he starts leaving, lights go out. Band starts. Rush starts. And that's the last I see of Uncle Jerry. the rest of the evening. I later find out from the opening act, because Uncle Jerry found him at the bar in the back of Irving Plaza and was drinking with him.
Nice.
And talking about just ridiculous shit. Just like, you know where you missed? The songs weren't very good. But
His songs weren't very good. That's a miss.
Right. Well, the reason why he was talking with him is because Uncle Jerry found a big circle opening during the first song.
Right.
And was like, "Oh, path of least resistance. I'm going to go in there."
Yeah.
And he goes, and a couple of kids start slam dancing, and they bump into him. And one kid pushes him, and he turned around and he fucking hit that kid right in the mouth. And
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, sorry.
Swear jar.
He just punched him right in the mouth, and security was about to take him. And El Greco was the name of the opening act. Stopped him. And he was like, no, he's cool. He's with me.